What is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm coming to you guys today with another deck profile. It's been a minute since I've done a deck profile, so I decided to take the reins and look at um, the deck I built for the Synchro Xyz Festival that just happened in Master Duel. And of course, it was the Harpies that took the center stage for my dueling experience of the Synchro Xyz Festival. If I had a little more time, I definitely would have added some more cards or moved a lot of things around. The Synchro Xyz Festival just reminded me of what it was like playing pre-Pendulum era and all the pre-Pendulum shenanigans. Mm. But with less of the cards that stopped all the shenanigans, or was creating its own series of shenanigans, I should also say. Because Jesus, there are a lot of cards in here that I definitely know were not part of the Synchro Xyz era, but would have probably made it a little more manageable, especially with the Harpies. So why don't we go ahead and we take a quick look at the deck, and then I will showcase some of the duels that I've had during the event. So, starting off, we have 3 copies of Harpie Channeler, 3 copies of Harpie Perfumer, 3 copies of Harpie Lady 1, 2 copies of Harpie Harpist, 2 copies of Harpie Oracle, 1 Harpie Dancer, 1 Harpie Queen, 1 Harpie Lady Sisters, 3 Maxi, and 3 Ash Blossom. Enjoy spring. For the spells, 3 Hysteric Sign, 3 Alienating Gittis, 2 Harpies Hunting Ground, 1 Harpies Feather Duster, 1 Harpies Feather Rest, 1 Alluring Mirror Split, 1 Triangle Ecstasy Spark, and 2 Call by the Grave. Then, 3 copies of Harpie's Feather Storm and 1 copy of Hysteric Party for the traps. For the extra deck, 3 copies of Cyber Slash Harpie Lady, 1 copy of Harpie's Pet Phantasmal Dragon, 2 copies of Lightning Chidori, 1 copy of Ice V Zero Fine, 1 copy of 101 Silent Honor Arc, 1 copy of number 82, the Heartland Trico, 1 copy of one copy of number 52, Diamond Crab King, 1 copy of number 41, Babuska, the Terribly Tired Tape Eater, 1 Utopia Ray, Utopia the Lightning, and of course, Divine Arsenal, Double A Zeus, Sky Thunder. So as you notice, yeah, I went for the rank 4 engine, while also, of course, speeding into the process of Cyber Slash Harpie Lady, being the boss monster of the deck. Of course, for her outstanding attack points, her ability to bounce back either Harpie cards or bounce back your opponent's monster, your Harpie monsters or your opponent's monsters. Being the biggest beat stick you can pick up off of Hysteric Party in the Alluring Mirror Split. And of course, just the range of things that she's able to do for the deck. While this deck, of course, is just a big symbolization of what Harpies themselves does, while also utilizing the hand traps of Ash Blossom, Maxi, and even the counter setup with Call by the Grave. There is so much that can be offered from this deck, and I was really excited to play this deck itself during the event. So, why don't we go ahead and we start looking at some of the duels. So give me 1 second. Okay, and we are starting off with the first of the replays. There's going to be a couple of replays for today's video. The first one, it's starting off here, is a match against a Exceed-esque deck, a more of a focus on rank 4. This I would have missed actor current curtain riser. More of just a rank 4 pendulum here. I go for the Elegant Egotist off of the Harpie Harpist and Harpie Lady 1 to summon, of course, the beautiful Cyber Slash Harpie Lady. I also summon Harpie Oracle as well, so that in phase I can go and get back my Elegant Egotist. I swing with the Cyber Slash Harpie Lady, and they counter with Damage Juggler. I counter with Call by the Grave to not only negate the Damage Juggler, but to make sure that they don't get anything off of that Damage Juggler. This rank 4 variant of deck really tries to focus on summoning a lot of rank 4 monsters and then putting a lot of them onto the field to be exceeded into. Because I did look at the extra deck earlier, it's not too many monsters in the extra deck, but yeah, it's basically trying to link climb into like Utopia, Utopia the Ray, Utopia Lightning, and then Utopia Victory. So they go for the level limit area B. This is a very old school card. It switches all monsters on the field that are level 4 or higher into defense position. So I draw into my max C. I normal summon my Harpie Perfumer. I trigger the level limit area B. I then also triggered off a max C, which is perfectly fine because sure, let's play the Max C challenge. I activate to go get Harpie's Hunting Ground and Harpie's Feather Rest. I activate my Harpie's Hunting Ground. I play an Elegant Egotist. I put a Harpie Lady onto the field. I pop the level limit area B. I synchro. No, I exceed. I'm sorry, I don't synchro. I exceed so I can get rid of the face down card. So I go into Lightning Chidori and I hit their Call by the Grave. So they hit the Harpie Harpist. More so they don't want anything else to go off. And they're trying to reduce the amount of cards that I have for Harpie's Feather S, which is perfectly fine. So I switch my Harpie to attack mode. My Harpie to attack mode. I swing with her and Chidori. And I basically end the turn. So now it's my opponent's turn. They're at 1,000 life points. Set one card, play the card Destruction, and I go for the Max C, just in case some shenanigans happen. But they dumped 2 magical stone excavations. And I'm like, oh, it's that bad. Okay, so I draw Harpie Queen, I draw Harpie Channeler, I activate Channeler to destroy the face down card, I chain Book of Moon to switch my Cyber slash Harpie Lady to defense, I bounce their monster back, and it's basically game over at this point. As you can tell, I bounced the monster back off of the Book of Moon, and then I just go ahead and swing with Harpie Lady 1. So, alright, that is one match down, and I'll be back for the next one. Alright, you guys, now we're back with the second match. And we got a bit of a meta deck here. We're taking on the Sword Soul in this replay. It's also funny because, as you guys may notice, I'm using the Mount Soul Duel Arena, or Duel Field. I start off the match by going for Hysteric. Alluring Mirror split off of the Elegant Egotist with Harpist and Harpie Lady 1. I send into the grave. I summon my Cyber slash Harpie Lady. I then search off of my Harpist's effect to add Harpie Perfumer to my hand. And then my turn. So I have some decent setup here with my Cyber slash, my Alluring Mirror split, and my Harpie's Feather Storm. So my opponent summons Moyi of the Sword Soul. I play Harpie's Feather Storm, and that is game over. So, alright, let's go on to another match. Alright, we got another match here for you guys. This one has Kaiju in it. A bit of a Kaiju, Numeron deck. In this one, I believe, do I go first? No, my opponent goes first. My opponent goes. They set one card face down. That's it. One card. And that was about it. So it's my turn. I activate my Harpie Queen, discard her so I can go get my Honey Round. So then they Ash Blossom. I'm like, that's kind of the one card I don't want to see. But okay, sure. So my Queen can get my field spell. So I go get, so I summon Harpist. I go get Ego. And then I synchro to make, of course, my Cyber slash Harpie Lady. Because she does me no wrong. I summon Harpie Oracle, I trigger her effect, and then I go into battle phase. So I just start poking at my opponent at this point. Because the face on card has not done anything yet to be relevant now. So in phase, I search off my Harpist. I go get Harpie Perfumer, Oracle, she's getting back my Elegant Egotist. And I'm sitting not only on an Ash Blossom, I'm also sitting on the Feather Storm. So it's my opponent's turn. They go for the Regeki. I chain the Feather Storm and some defense. I activate my Cyber Slash, and that's basically game over. Alright, and hold on, I got a few more duels left. So. Alright, so I have another one for you. This one's not as quick as the last two. We got some Resonator dragon stuff going on here. featuring your chaotic dragon, who unfortunately hit the forbidden limits list. It's my turn. I go for the hysteric sign. I believe my opponent Ash Blossom is my sign to stop me to going into my to get my second ego. Perfectly fine. I activate my hysteric sign. I go for my Harpie Perfumer. I go get my elegant egotist. I go for ego to go grab, I believe, Harpie Lady Sisters. Yeah, I'm trying to extend this. If we're getting that, I don't have an extra deck with Link monsters in it. So instead, I synchro. I make my big girl. I make Cyber slash Harpie Lady because why not? And I just end my turn. Harpies goes and gets my. I mean, not Harpies. Oracle goes gets Elegant Egotist. My opponent plays Lightning Storm. I chain to bounce back my Harpie Lady Sisters. I don't know why I didn't put my sisters in defense. I guess I was just not too worried about a Lightning Storm. So they start off with the Crimson Resonator. So summon the Red Resonator to summon the Red Spiritor. The Red Sprinter, I think that's his name. Okay, they go for the Red Rising Dragon. The Red Rising Dragon triggers. He goes and gets back the Crimson Resonator. Him and the Red Resonator and the Red Dragon fuse. They become Chaos Ruler, the Chaotic Dragon. Chaotic Dragon triggers his ability to send 5 cards to the grave. He picks up the Crimson Resonator again, since the other cards are graveyard. Crimson Resonator triggers to get 2 more Resonators. At this point, I believe they are Barrier Resonator and Sync on Resonator. So, as you can tell, yeah, these are all tuner monsters, and they're all helping my opponent go into the ultimate Red Dragon Archfiend monster, Super Red Nova Dragon. Then Resonator gets back a Resonator to get back the red range. And so you can banish all monsters for this. And he's adding it to his hand so that he can try to set it up for next turn. The red Resonator goes back to the hand, and all these monsters are giving Red Nova 6k. So I'm panicking. I know that's probably the trap card. So what I do at this point is I play Harpie's Hunting Ground, I summon Harpist, I try to destroy the face down card, which thankfully I did. I go for Cyber slash Harp. No, I go for Harpie Lady 1. Off of the ego, I pop the sign. Of course, you know what happens at the end phase when we pop the sign. So I go for Heartland Draco to try to I didn't do anything actually at this point. I should have swung for 2k since the Heartland Drago was setting up. But I think what it was that I think this Red Nova Dragon had an ability attached to it. Yeah. So I didn't want to trigger anything. I just wanted to set up. So my opponent goes for Regeki to blow up my Heartland Drago. And I'm like, okay, that's perfectly fine. So my opponent swings, thinking they have game. I flip Hysteric Party. I done my sisters to summon Harpie Lady 1, Harpie Harpist, Cyber slash Harpie Lady, Harpie Perfumer, and Harpie Oracle in defense. So I pop my field spell, my Perfumer, and my Oracle trigger at this point. So I'm baiting out the Red Nova. The Red Nova triggers its ability, and I drop the Feather Storm to stop the Red Nova Dragon. In response to this, I'm going to trigger Cyber Slash to bounce back the Red Nova. That way, Red Nova won't be on the field. I am free from the attack. And what Red Nova would have done, Feather Storm is negating. So Oracle's going to trigger. I'm going to get 2 cards off of Harpie Perfumer. And the Hiding Ground is going to destroy itself. So my opponent goes for the Resonator, and the Crimson Resonator. But unfortunately, nothing's going to happen now because Feather Storm is still in effect. So, in phase, I go get my Elegant Egotist from the graveyard, and at this point, it is GG. I switch all my Harpie Ladies to attack mode. I go for the Lightning Chidori to bounce back, I think, was probably a Resonator, and then I switch my other monsters to attack mode. I think I go for another Cyber Slash here. Now I'm just being greedy. I go for the Harpie Channeler, I go for the Feather Ass. I don't know why I summoned the Harpie Channeler. I could have just popped 2 egos and played 2 Harpie Lady 1s. Or played the Harpie Lady Sisters and played the Triangle Ecstasy Spark and then played the Elegant Egotist. So yeah, I play the second Feather Storm I draw into just for the safety measures. Cause you never know, they may play a Battle Fader. And then I go ahead and swing for a game with all of my Harpie ladies on the field. So that's it for this match, and then I have one more match after this to show you guys, and then we'll wrap up the video. Alright, so now we have the last match to showcase here, and this one is against the Ghost Treks. This was very interesting actually, because I've never had to have Harpie versus Ghost Trek. And you know, Ghost Trek did just receive all these new cards in the latest pack in Master Duel. So I set the Harpie Harpist because it's kind of really the only thing I can do. None of my other cards right now have any really big bonuses to them. So my opponent has 2 cards and a monster face down. This is Ghost Trick Doll, by the way, in case anyone wants to know what it was. I activate my Harpie Queen. I discard her to go and search for Hunting Ground. My opponent activates Ghost Trick Scare. This here, I believe, is an what's that card? Infinity Impermanence is what's face down. If I had moved over one, I probably would have not had my Harpie Oracle negated, but that was actually a pretty smart move they did. So I summon the Harpie Oracle, my opponent flips over the Infinity Impermanence to negate my Harpie Oracle. Which at that point, it's fine. It's nothing I can do at that point. What I should have done here was just swing at the doll and killed her. But instead, I go for the Cyber/Harpie lady to pop my own back row, which was the Triangle Axis Spike, which at that point became very dead. So, I swing at my opponent's doll, they trigger the Lantern, I trigger the Max C to give them the Max C challenge. Ghost Trick Lantern is summoned, I draw off of the Ghost Trick Lantern summon. Unfortunately, my Harpie's attack is negated, but my opponent and I are going to get some free ads. I'm going to go search for Perfumer off of Harpus. My opponent summons Neko Matsume in defense. I draw off of the Neko Matsume. And unfortunately, I still get literally no other spells or traps. I have 2 Harpie Lady ones in my hand, and my opponent is now flipping all their monsters face up. So the doll will trigger at the end phase. Lantern and Neko Matsume are flipped. So Ghost Trick Siren, and I don't know if I have talked to you guys about her, but this is Ghost Trick Siren. She's the only main deck level 4 monster for the Ghost Tricks. Fairy type, Dark Attribute, level 4, 800 attack, 15 defense, and her main effect is that if she's no more flipped face up, you can inside 2 cards to your deck to graveyard. If either of them was a Ghost Trick card, you can apply one of the following effects: adding a Ghost Trick spell or trap from your deck to your hand, or changing one of your opponent's monsters they control to face down to this position. As you can tell, the Neko Matsume triggered, and that's whenever a level 4 or higher monster is no more. So that means you change that monster to face down to this position. And because unfortunately Siren is a Ghost Trick, that triggered Neko Matsume is a fact. So yeah, I mean it's a defensive thing so that she can flip someone face down. So they go get the Ghost Trick Mansion. And then they play the Ghost Trick. Is this Mansion? Yeah, they go play the Ghost Trick Mansion. This one get me directly, and then they flip the Neko Matsume face down. So this is where the crazy fun shenanigans comes in. They don't get anything off of the doll because there's nothing to flip face down because everything got flipped face down. I summon my Harpie Perfumer. I trigger my Hunting Ground. My Perfumer is triggering her ability. I go grab a Luring Mirror Split and Harpie's Feather Rest. We pop the field spell. I play my Luring Mirror Split. I trigger to bounce back the doll. And I believe this is where I start swinging at everything. So I'm going to kill the Lantern, and I'm going to kill the Neko Matsume. And I believe I killed the Neko Matsume, and I think I killed the Siren, just to kill the Lantern, but it's fine. So I kill the I kill the Siren. They switch my Harpie to defense, and I believe they milled. Oh, this was a hurt mill. They lost their special summoner. They lost their Ghost Trick Shot. Hold on one second. Let me pause the video so I can read off Ghost Trick Shot for you guys. Ghost Trick Shot's effect is that you can summon a Ghost Trick monster from your hand to graveyard, and then change one face down Ghost Trick monster you draw the face up attack position. This is basically to help them stabilize the field so they can play their other monsters without having to do all this shenanigans. Or you could have just given them a Cyber Dragon. But beggars can't be choosers. Anyway, So they summon the Nekomasu and they flip her face down, and there basically ends it because there's really not much they can do. And I can easily swarm the field now at this point. So, alright, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up today's video, so just give me a minute on that. Alright, so that's basically it for all of the duels. Some were a little shorter than others, I know. But hey, it's all about the experience in the game and having fun. So thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it helps out tremendously. Hit that notification bell so you guys will be informed of when I do upload more content to the channel. Social media links are in the description box below, so if you guys want to interact with me on social media, you definitely can do that there. And until next time, you guys, HPJ signing out. Take care.